Heim hodoi, deishe tanei.
Unvrane manan son trons in el arrasur sarpor.
I'r gad, ladgarwyr! Mae'r chogon i'r ryfel!
Bara vi bara åsyn av mitt kavalleri. Gott miduns!
By the grace of God, your days are numbered.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another amazing episode of my Civilization 5 AI only Communitas map series. So, today, the episode's going to be a bit longer. We're getting close to getting back to 20-minute episodes, but I'm still catching up on episodes, so I can't make them as long because I don't have a ton of time to record. So there's going to be two 15-minute episodes coming out pretty close together. So Pakau's completed the Sistine Chapel, and Ramkhamhaeng has completed the Forbidden Palace. So, let's just continue this. I really want something massive to happen. There hasn't been anything incredibly exciting so far, but that might change this episode. It depends. I don't think there's been any wars yet at all. So, yeah. Maybe the problem is like people aren't meeting each other. There's the World Congress though, so everyone knows each other. That's out of the picture. But maybe since people are like pretty far away from each other, there's not really border conflicts or much stuff to make people mad at each other. I don't know. I really don't know. I can definitely see a war happening here between China and Siam, because they're both, and maybe even China and Poland, because they're all three of these civs are kind of pushing into each other's lands. They're kind of pushing it. They're all like, China's going here and here, or this is the main part, just taking away land that Poland could have, and Siam is going into Chinese lands, like with this city. And even Rome is coming up here, so they could get involved in the border conflict. And Rome is just struggling. I mean, they're beyond struggling. And Ethiopia is actually spreading their religion here. Alright. Come on, something exciting happened. There's an Assyrian settler. They settle somewhere around here. That could cause even more border tension. And Poland actually settled here. So that could tick off the Assyrians. So I think the main cause of wars in this will be border tension, because even though I kind of contradicted myself earlier saying people are far away, there's no border tension. I lied. There is, because people are doing stuff like what Poland's doing and what Assyria's doing, what Assyria just did, and what these three civs are doing. So yeah. Alrighty, so where are my spies? I just have one, and it's in the Siamese capital. Okay. Check out the info addict. Global relations. Alright, so they have open borders. China's guarded towards Siam and Poland. Okay. Rome is guarded toward Assyria. Nobody's afraid of anyone. Didn't think so. Is anyone hostile? No. Alright, who's friendly? Okay. So this, the Western Hemisphere. Sorry, I keep accidentally bringing up the taskbar. The Western Hemisphere is pretty friendly. They're all pretty friendly with each other. And there we go. He's plotting against China, but that might not mean anything. Doesn't mean anything, obviously, until he actually declares the war. So, he has another settler here. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with it. And Hanoi has a new ally. The next one, the next series, if you have any ideas for like what kind of map and everything we're gonna do, even though it's probably a while away, let me know. And also continue to make predictions of who you think will win this. in the comments below. And also, if you are also a fan of my SimCity series, then be sure to vote in the straw poll whether you want it to continue or whether you want it to end. That is in, you can find that in the description of my latest SimCity video. And I'm also going to update you guys on FIFA Career Mode. That probably will be back next Friday. I've taken a bit of a break. I've actually kind of gotten bored with that career mode. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. The FIFA 15 career mode, I just kind of failed. It just did not go as planned. I mean, it's really difficult. Well, not necessarily difficult. It just takes a long time to edit career mode videos. And I just don't have that kind of time most days. So that's what the problem was. So I'm going to try to think of something to be able to get a lot more career mode videos out in FIFA 16 so we can have a much more successful and better career mode. Because I feel like the FIFA 15 Chelsea career mode was kind of underwhelming in terms of how exciting it was and stuff like that. And just how good of a career mode in general it was. How strong of a series. It was not incredibly good. I mean, might have been, there were some exciting parts of the series. It's just that it could have been a lot better. So, FIFA 16, I'm gonna try to make everything a lot more awesomer, because awesomer's a word, totally. So, yeah. Can something happen here? I want to see a war here. That would be very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Now, what's going on here? Okay, 6 minutes. We have a while left in this episode, so I think this Portuguese ship is actually stuck here. Yep, they are. They're stuck in this area. They're just trapped. He doesn't look like he's preparing for a war. Like you'd think there would be a bunch of troops on the borders. And he's sending the settler over maybe this way? I don't know. Oh, and now Portugal is spreading their religion. And look at this. Well, Portugal's religion is already very successful over here. And now, Eastern Orthodoxy is starting to spread over here as well. And Catholicism is coming down south. Buddhism has not been as strong of a religion as it could have been. So, is anyone going to declare war on anyone ever? I hope this isn't a very boring series. I want it to be exciting. But I really have no control over whether it's boring or not, because it's just kind of the civs, playing the civs. I can't really control anything. Technically I can, but you know what I mean. So, anyways. I don't know what to do at this point. If nothing happens in this episode, then I'm gonna make a straw poll. So if nothing happens in this episode, if there's nothing exciting, I'm gonna make a straw poll, and you guys can let me know if you want me to skip ahead. Like I'll just not record until something exciting starts to happen. So then it'll be maybe a while ahead, or maybe not very far ahead. I'll do if nothing ends up happening in these couple episodes. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I think. Never mind. Forget I said that. I don't think that's a very good idea. Siam is constructing. Was that the Leaning Tower of Pisa? I didn't really read the whole thing. And Maria has completed the Taj Mahal. Portugal has 2 settlers. You can get a couple more cities up. They actually have 3. This one's probably going to settle around here. 2 Ethiopian great prophets are on their way to the east. And there's a Roman settler here. I don't know where they'd be able to settle. I don't think there's very much room. Where is it going? Like, where could it possibly settle? It might be able to settle here. I mean, I know the cities have to be 4 spaces apart, but I don't know if that is canceled if there's water in between them. I think that's a thing. I have no idea. But they might be able to settle, like, right on this peninsula here. Possibly. Possibly. Anyways. Still no war here. He looks like he might be preparing for a war. He's definitely is putting some troops on the borders. So, China actually has a few on the borders as well. Just want something awesome to just go down. I'm pretty sure they can actually settle there. They won't have a lot of room to expand their borders, though, but so I don't think that's the best spot. Plus, they're surrounded by 2 pretty powerful nations, at least compared to them, and actually compared to everyone. They're doing quite well. I don't know how successful they will be if they settle here, but it looks like they will be. And William has completed the Globe Theater. Rome, what are you doing? I mean, seriously, though. Like, you're already struggling enough. At some point, you're just gonna push these 2 civs buttons too much, and they're gonna be like, no, screw you, we're gonna destroy you. And, wow. So, a lot of tourism output by Beijing, and quite a bit by some other cities as well. But Beijing is the only city to have over 10 tourism. They have 12 at the moment. Okay. So what's going on? 12 minutes. Alright, so we're almost done with this first episode. Ashurbanipal has completed the Himeji Castle. And Wu Zetian has completed the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I probably completely butchered that name. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. Industrial era for Siam, and now Uffizi for the Mayans. They have another wonder, and Siam is at exactly 1,000 score, and Milan is now allied with Poland, and the Roman settlers not going to go there. I don't know where they're headed. I would assume they don't have open borders with Poland. The only states that have open borders are China and Siam. So I don't know where they're planning to go with this. I don't know what they're trying to do, where they're trying to go. What are you... Maybe they're going to settle here? I really have no idea what they're trying to do. They're taking a very... If they're actually trying to go to this island, they're taking a very strange path. Oh my gosh! William has declared war on Maria. So the first war of the game does take place in the, quote, peaceful, quote, west. Wow. I did not see that coming.